While I'm mostly known for covering fancy Olympic style bows, I do get questions about cheaper entry-level bows. I understand that people are driven by two things: budget and user reviews. Over the past few years, we've seen a few bows make huge gains in the market. These trends I like to call the Samick Sage syndrome and the phantom phenomenon. As someone who has received both bows to review and is currently the top search result for both bows on YouTube, I do get asked which one I would recommend. So this video will be a quick comparison between these two bows. Please note that I strongly encourage you to check out other options. If there is an archery store in your area, you should check them out and see what they have in stock, as it will most likely be as good as either of these bows. However, if you are only looking to buy online and you want someone who looks like they know what they're talking about to give you an answer, let's do it. The first thing we'll look at is cost. Because you can buy these bows from different sellers and on eBay and Amazon, price can be a little hard to gauge. Generally, the Samick Sage will cost a bit more than the Phantom. The Sage can retail for around $120 US, while the Phantom is around $80 US. The Phantom does come with an arrow rest, while the Sage is sold as is, but it can be packaged with the rest and knock set, depending on where you get it from. In any case, the Phantom wins outright purely on cost. Secondly, appearance. Admitted, you want the coolest looking bow for the lowest possible price. This one is subjective, but here's basically what you're getting: a more traditional style wooden bow or a modern aluminium frame. The Sage stands out to me because it's more like what I expect a bow to look like, and indeed, it is the same design as other traditional bows. The Phantom looks like something Hawkeye would use. I tilt more towards the Sage, but I do get why you might find the Phantom to be cooler. Next is feel. Which of these bows is more comfortable to use? The Sage, as I said earlier, is more like your typical traditional bow. The contour on the grip is more like the pistol shape found in most bows. It has a nice chunky grip, which feels nice if you have larger hands. The Phantom uses a compound style grip. The rubberized grip makes it easy to have consistent grip on the bow, and it's easy to get used to the feeling of this grip. Though you are gripping a much narrower profile, so this can be a little difficult for beginners. I'd lean towards the Sage for feel. A few other quick comments. The Sage is a 62-inch bow, while the Phantom is a 56-inch bow. This makes the Sage more stable and easier to use if you're a bigger person. In addition, the Sage does come in a 64-inch Samick Journey variant. A larger person using the Phantom will have a harder time with stacking and arrow pinch. As an instructor, I'm a proponent of learning pathways and growth. I find the Samick Sage to be more conventional in design, which gives you more familiarity with other recurve bows. The Phantom is a somewhat oblique entry point, mostly because it doesn't look or feel like a recurve, though it does share some similarities with hunting style bows like the Martin Jaguar, because they are based off compound risers. Ironically, this means that the Phantom might give you an easier pathway to a compound bow because of the grip. Finally, if you've never held a bow, you might be wondering which one is more accurate. Accuracy is the user, not the bow. As long as you get decent matching arrows and a good tune, both the Phantom and the Sage can be shot accurately. So which would I recommend and why? The Sage is leaned towards traditional archery for people who appreciate a classic wood design and the lively feel of a wooden bow. The Phantom wins out on price alone, maintaining the functionality of a bow in a practical, strong metal design. I personally think the Sage looks prettier, but the Phantom is the kind of bow you can toss into your pack and not care about it too much. On that note, if you're looking for a compromise, it's hard to beat the Mandarin Windrunner at the moment. It's a larger bow, but it combines the traditional design of the Sage with the price of a Phantom. But as I said earlier, check out your local sellers to see if they have something that suits your wants and needs. This is New Sensei, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.